Hello, friends. I'm Bernard Watts. I want to thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Big Chick out of McDonough, Georgia at 590 Macon Street. And if you want some good fried chicken, if you're in Georgia, all you got to do is call 770-957-1329. The Big Chick out of McDonough, Georgia is sponsoring this show tonight. And we want to thank them for being a sponsor tonight. Got an exciting show for you tonight. We got Rod the Man Media, Coach Dre, along with a special guest, Greg said it. He will be a part of the panel tonight. And if you're tuning in, if you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment in the comment section. I think Rod said he's running about 2 minutes late, but he'll be on in about 2 minutes. And we're going to get the show right on the road. And we thank you for tuning in tonight. Like I said, if you don't mind, hit the like button, go to Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment, and subscribe to the channel. And I would appreciate you for doing that. And I got my guest, Greg Himbook. We got Greg Said It, along with Rod the Man Media. He told me running a couple minutes late, but we will. He said, make all the madness make sense, Rod. Rod running a little bit late. He say about 2 or 3 minutes late, and he'll be on. But what's going on, Greg?
Not much. I decided to put my Coach Prime hoodie on tonight.
Okay, all right.
Let the sun pass.
I
I got
got
these
Coach Dre up in the brag here, but uh,
glasses on.
what's up, Coach? What's going
What's
on?
going What's going on? What's
How y'all
going on?
doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Good, good,
Uh,
good.
T. Nicole, I think one of Rod's partners said black people never on time. Rod told me to tell y'all he running about 2 or 3 minutes behind, so he'll be up. But I just want to start off the broadcast by saying I want to appreciate you, Coach Dre, for being a part of the show. You and Rod, I appreciate y'all, and also Greg said it, and I just appreciate y'all friendship, appreciate your insight and positivity for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes that y'all do, the content that y'all bring. I appreciate y'all. And also, I want to thank the people in the chat that always here on Sunday night putting their input and letting us know how they feel about the situation also. And we thank y'all for doing that. Want to say, what's up, CU Buff Dynasty? We appreciate you for always being a faithful uh, watcher for tuning in for the broadcast. You and T Nicole and rest of the game. What's up, Lawrence? How you doing, man? Miss Pamela Jackson, how you doing? But recently, this past week, we know some players had hit the transfer portal, and on my behalf, I just want to wish all of them the best. I'm not here to beat them up or say anything negative about them. Matter of fact, this is gonna be my last time talking about it. I don't want to talk about it no more. I just want to concentrate on the players that are in house now and some of the players that Coach Prime has picked up and to be a part of this Colorado this year. So I'm still looking for good things, and I know some things now happening. Some players now committed, and we're gonna talk about it on the back end. But tonight, I want to concentrate on the Tyler, the passing game, and then we're gonna talk about a special player. I think Rod wants 3-6 Mafia, the number 36 that Coach Prime always talking about. We want to give him some shine tonight because he's always making plays. But we want to start it off with the passing game. All right, the passing game, fellas. Check this out. The quarterback throws the ball to a teammate like a wide receiver. The object of the play is to advance the ball to the playing field. So in order to get a first down or to keep the drive going, the quarterback want to throw the ball. All right, we're looking at Shadur Sanders, one of the best pocket passive quarterback that was in college football last year to me. But the expectation this year is going to be a little higher, and I think he has a better offensive line, and he's going to Now, at first, I had told Coach Dre and Rod the media that I believe Travis Hunter going to be the Heisman winner. But after I'm looking at the videos from Well Off Media, man, Shador out there throwing some lasers, man. He, he out there throwing some missiles, dude. This dude is on point throwing that football. And if you give Shador 2.5 to 3 seconds to throw the football, he gonna pick you apart. So, Greg, I'm gonna start with you, since you the guest. What you think about Shador? Or you think about it as a quarterback and how you think he gonna perform this year?
I mean, he hasn't talked much about it, but I think he has something to prove at the end of the day. It's not going to be too many throws that he's not going to be able to make. I mean, this is his 4th year. So, like I say, he sleep with the ball. He take a shower with it. He eat with it. So everything he's doing right about now is showing that it's not too much he's not going to be able to do with that football. So if that line does something halfway decent, I mean, it's going to be one of those type of years. It's going to be hard to beat them, especially like what we seeing with the defensive room coming.
Coach Dre?
I mean, what else can you ask for? He arguably the best quarterback in college football. And to me, it ain't no arguably he the best quarterback in college football with the best receivers. You saw what he did with Les. So when you give him a better offensive line and everybody gonna produce on the outside, you know, like I told you, I'm expecting 40 touchdowns with at least over 4,000 yards. And him winning the Heisman without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I believe he's gonna win the Heisman this year, man. Because with the weapons that he have, you give him a good offensive line, he just gonna pick you apart. Like you said, Greg, every time you look at Well Off Media, I seen them went on a trip, man. This dude was throwing the football out there by the airport, out there in the airport, and he was on an island. He had his brother running out for passes, man. He just man, this dude is unbelievable. Now at first, when he went to Jackson State, I had told my brother I got doubts about him. But after I saw him at Jackson State, Coach Drake and Greg, shoot, this dude don't make a believe out of me. And after last year, oh yeah, he gonna be the #1 quarterback pick in the NFL draft. There ain't no doubt about it. You ain't careful, he gonna be the #1 pick if he have a good season this year.
Well, dude is
And
an
it gonna
extreme.
depend. And it gonna depends on the offensive coordinator, Pat Sherman. Boss, I still think they gonna have to have a running game for Shador to have the numbers that he had last year. They got to. Well, even though he got a better offensive line, he still got to run the ball. They at least got to run the ball. So
I mean,
before
I
we
mean
get in the
last
top, go ahead, Coach Drake.
yeah last year. I mean, besides last year, he done had 1,000-yard rusher behind him. So I mean, we gonna run the ball. I don't think there's no concern about that. I know a little. I guess people was a little upset this week, but you know, you can't cry over nothing. You just got to get up and keep moving. And Shador Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, they ready. So yeah, we gonna run the ball. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about that.
Yeah.
You got anything, Greg?
Yeah, I think that people don't really realize. I mean, he's an extremist like his dad. You see how Bucky talk about his dad, how when he's on in and it's a whole nother level of just how detailed he is and how Shador, even though he don't talk that much seemingly, you really look at him, he has them traits probably more than any other child he has. When he lock in on something, he seems to be kind of to the extreme. So that's probably why we seeing him all on the yachts throwing balls and in the airport and everything else, because he locked in. And I don't think we've seen that type of quarterback in a minute. I mean, from a quarterback place, he gonna show people something. He gonna show. I don't even think we can predict how dominant he gonna be. I mean, I can almost see him just doing some TCU type stuff on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I see that too, Greg. Like I say, the dude is locked in. I think he on a mission, Coach Drake.
I mean, he is. Like I say, we taking receipts. We taking receipts. We hear all the hate in the back. We hear all of that. You taking receipts. But we ain't got to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? I hear everybody, me and Rob, we got stand on business, but from now on, we SOP, stand on purpose. Because what's business without purpose? So, my boy finna come do his thing, if no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Yeah. You think Pat Sherman gonna dial it up for him, or how you think he's gonna manage the game week by week?
Like I think we talked about it earlier. I think it could be 60-40 any way, any week. So I think if we getting it done on the ground, I think we could go a little more pass heavy. But it looks to me like he's giving Shador the option to audible. Just from what I saw when I be watching the well off, it looked like he done made a few changes at the line of scrimmage sometimes. So I think he has that option to audible out of a play. And Shador's a smart enough quarterback to do that.
To the chat, what y'all think about Shador, chat? Y'all let us know what y'all think about Shador. Let me know what y'all think about Shador. We finna move on to another topic about this passing game. Now, in order for Shador to have a good passing game, also the offensive line got to protect him. We know the situation that they had last year, that the offensive line that they had last year couldn't protect him. But Coach Prime told us he was about 8 to 9 players away. And you better get me now, because the next following year, you ain't gonna be able to touch him. And it looked like he done built a good offensive line through this transfer portal. And what I like, Coach Prime is bucking the system. Yeah, he doing it his way. He making sure that foundation is set for Shador and Shiloh and Travis Hunter and the rest of the players that he brought back that came back from the last year team is set. And if you look at the well-off media and the film that they putting out, man, that Benson, shit, this dude gonna be a dog, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm like you, Greg. When I see you, when you look at that video, like you told me Thursday, boy, he up there throwing everybody out the way, man. And you see one of the players called him out in practice this week too. So what you think about the offensive line that Coach Brian put together, fellas?
I see.
It don't matter who goes.
We just had one more come in, the lineman from Texas, and
Texas.
We were kind of what's going on. We were kind of thinking like, I did a live earlier today with my fantasy. You know how people have a fantasy draft, and I was like, Chidoze made the comment that you move that Benson been playing some guard, right, and he been giving them business. So I say, what if we had this new tackle come in, and he bumped over to guard, and we bumped Tyler Brown over to center? That would be like the dream come true, as far as just that stoutness up the middle. And because I still, want to see what's going on at the center spot. But just in the ideal world, if you can have somebody stout at that center and have some strong guards, it's going to be a real problem.
I mean, you gotta. This is the biggest thing, and I think I said it last year. Tyler Rock Brown, he's the glue to the offensive line. Shador, he believes in protecting that kid. Two behind him, he done had it with him for a long time, and you can tell he working hard. Like you say, Benson as advertised, Seaton as advertised. I like the way Hank Selinsky's been playing, son. I can't sit here and hold nobody and say I don't like the way Hank playing. I know he gonna have to work hard. I'm glad about the pickup with the kid that we got from Texas, but I do want people to understand that he is coming off of ACL, and that's not a great injury for offensive lineman. So I just want him to be healthy when he gets out there. But as long as he in the 13 deep that I got for the offensive line, I feel good about it. And right now, I think we'll probably get a couple of more offensive linemen. But right now, I like where we at. You still got Tyler, what you call it? That's not in the ones right now, and he only gave up one. Tyler Johnson, and he only gave up one sack. So when you got a kid like that in your second team, that tells you a lot about what's going on the first team.
What's up, Rob, the Man Media?
What's happening, man? How everybody doing?
Hey, we appreciate you joining us, man. I know things happen, but we've been talking about the quarterback, Shador, what kind of season we expecting from him this year, and now we're talking about the most important part, the offensive line that Coach Prime put together. through the transfer portal, and it's looked like this offensive line going to be way better than it was last year. And at first, I had thought Travis Hunter would be the front runner for the Heisman Trophy run, but way I've been seeing Shador throw the ball, them darts, them missiles, and the timing that he on with the receivers, man, it look like he's going to be one of those years that this dude might just be the front runner for the Heisman Trophy winner coming out of this year and from the spring. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Man, when you look at this team, man, you just gotta this man. Let's first off start with the recruiting team that Prime has built this year. How he's upgraded in that room first. Going out to see how can we get this team even better? How can we get greater while we can strengthen this? Not saying the recruiting team was weak last year by any measure, but just strengthening, adding more that recruiting team makes a big difference. As you see, each and every day, the recruiting team is at practice. Hey, you either gonna come with it or you're gonna get replaced. That's the message. Don't let me replace you. Your job is to keep your job. If you want me to replace you, we got somebody in the portal waiting for you. So you're just seeing this approach happening every single day. And one of the things that you got to look at is the players that's leaving, they're older, less eligibility. The players bringing in more eligibility and younger. So, you're going to get to really have an opportunity to see the growth from not only the recruiting team, but also the coaching staff. So that's going to play a part too. When you look at what's really going on with the University of Colorado, if the players that left, the players coming in, we got younger with more experience, but we also got more skill, and the future is better. So everybody that was saying, Prime is leaving, he's showing you right now that he's taking kids with 3 or 4 years of eligibility left. When you look at today, we only took one kid that had a year left, defensive tackle. So you got to like the future, what you see.
Appreciate that, Rod. But also Jordan Seaton, he looking good. Uh, like you said, Tyler Brown, he's looking good. I just like how they working good together. There ain't no back and forth. They don't care who start, who getting it. Long each one of them getting their reps and they making each other better. They're gonna be good for them in the long run because it's gonna be a long season. You never know who's gonna get hurt. Never know who's gonna get injured. Who's gonna get tired. But if they keep doing what they're doing, and and like Coach Prime, just let the main thing be the main thing, they're gonna be all right. And I think too, Shador, he's gonna have a good year. I just think he is. But now I want to move on and talk about the backup quarterback. uh, what's it? Let me see. The backup quarterback names is I had it wrote down. Y'all give me. I ain't good with names. The back Walter Taylor
Star.
and
I'm finna say,
Snobs and Justin Wade. one one of them passed. I think Wade throw. Man, he missed that wide receiver so far. Coach Brown said, "Hey, who threw that? You go get it." he he told. I said, "Prime, Prime, man, he missed him so bad." Coach Drake, Coach Brown said, "Who threw it? You go get it. No, you go get it." Me and Fred were talking about that Thursday night. Man, I watched that video. Man, it was so funny, man. But how y'all feel about the backup quarterback position? Y'all help me out, Jack.
I like
Go ahead, Coach Drake.
Walter. I like Walter. I'm not gonna sit here
Hold
and
on,
tell
Coach Drake.
nobody
Hold
else.
on, Coach Drake. Coach Drake, I remember you said that the last time. I watched the video today. This dude couldn't get a pass off.
That ain't on him. That's on the line. But when you give him time, go back and watch some first videos. You give him time, he can make every throw. I do believe that Star will be quarterback too. I just like Dustin Wade.
What? Okay, why you think he gonna be quarterback too? You don't think Taylor he gonna get an opportunity?
He gonna get an opportunity, but I think that Staub is a little ahead of him in the playbook and stuff like that right there. But when you talking about the athletic ability and the throwing ability, he's not Shador throwing the ball, but
Right.
you don't have to change. You don't have to trade your play calling a lot if you put in Walter. If you put in Star, we got to change the play calling a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So that's my
Oh,
thing when I
he throw
think
a lot of
about
interceptions, man.
who
Okay.
Walter.
Stop.
Walter? Oh, Star.
No, stop.
I mean that's a. Oh yeah, he got picked off left and right yesterday, but he going against the
Yo, man.
ones, so that's gonna always. I mean, he going against the ones. That's gonna always be the thing. But I like Walter because I don't think we have to change the scheme up. The offensive line would kind of still feel the same. When you put Star back there, you got to change the scheme up a little bit. So I just like Walter, but
Okay,
I do
Greg.
think that Star.
Okay. Okay. Greg, I like Walter down there in that red zone. Sure enough, though, man, with his size and stuff. Man,
I
you can imagine what type of plays they can run with him with his length and his running ability. What you think?
mean, Walter need to be in there anyway. It need to be. I mean, like you say, certain packages need to be put in place, especially like on some short distances. I mean, he can lay down and get 1 or 2 yards. So just using them
So you
wisely,
so
regardless.
so Greg, you trying to say you want the Tebow package?
Yeah.
Oh,
At
yeah.
one
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
times you can't really key in on Shador when you got a guy like that on the bench because it's like we don't know who really gonna be in, and especially with the certain matchups. So it keep people kind of on their heels and it keeps Shador healthy because how do you like tee in on him like they did? They teed in on him last year.
All right, Rob. What you think about the bag up quarterback position?
Honestly, man, it's hard to say who gonna be that backup too. It's definitely competition between Stobbs and Taylor. And the only reason why I'm saying that is when you look at our second team offensive line, they're still missing some pieces. The depth piece that we're going to get right now, I want to see what it looks like in the fall before you come to that decision. Now, this is me just talking early, right? Right now, yeah, you have to take Taylor in this situation. Taylor looks like better athlete, better mobility to get around in the pocket, can make every throw on the field. So you got to like that. When you look at Staub, he's a shorter quarterback behind the offensive line. So, his ability to see over the line this year is a little bit, has mattered, but, it's something that you can work around. But right now, you got to go with Taylor. But like I said, once we get all the pieces in here, then you can really evaluate what it's going to really look like. I just think, having Stobbs in there is a great, thing for Colorado, having another year under his belt at the University of Colorado to understand what's going on. But ultimately, the upside of Taylor, man, you just can't beat that, man. What he can present on the field, and different things in the packages that you can utilize him in. So they're definitely going to utilize him some way, somehow. But you can't count out Stobbs as a QB2.
Okay. All right. I go with that, but I don't like it. But like I'm with you, Coach Ray. I'd rather see Taylor in there. But
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you
I had
this.
went out.
Is
Go
somebody
ahead. Go ahead.
froze up?
Go ahead, Greg.
What?
Um,
Some have. I don't know what happened.
what do you all think about?
But go ahead, Greg.
I thought about something early. You notice we don't see fullbacks, especially in the running back room. What do y'all think about Pearson in the fullback position? Like he's a very small tight end, but he's athletic. He has decent height, but he's not 6'4", 6'5". But him coming out of that fullback position, taking on the linebacker.
I would say this, it's spring. They're gonna be very vanilla. They ain't gonna show nothing. As the season gets closer, they're gonna throw a wrinkle where the tight end is being flexed to that fullback, and moving them around. That's you're not gonna give it away. It's too early in the spring because everybody's what you're looking at well off is seeing everything in shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. As the season get here, they're gonna go in the center. They're gonna flex that tight end. If you've seen Pat Shermer's offense, he's gonna flex the tight end. He's gonna move the tight end all the way around. He's gonna put him in the backfield, full back position. Just depends on down the distance. So I do like that idea. I like that idea of Savell Smalls going into that role, also being flexed at that full back position. But like you said, man, it's just a springtime. They're not gonna put too much on film for you to study.
Yeah, I mean, you think like I think, Greg. You definitely gonna see it. I think that's the purpose of moving Smalls and Pearson, because I think they can give you that They can go in motion and come back and trap block and do all kind of stuff that you're trying to do. So yeah, like you said, like Ross, I don't think they're gonna give it away, but I do think we'll have that in our package this year.
Okay. But while we talking about small and the tight end, let's talk about this tight end group for this passing game. You got Savell Smalls and Morgan Pearson over there. Small look good in practice. I didn't know the dude that big.
Defensive tackle, right? Oh, it was an edge rusher.
He was an edge rusher.
He was
He
an
was an
edge.
edge rusher.
He was an edge.
He was an athlete pretty much coming out of high school. Washington decided to put him on the defensive side of the ball instead of putting him at tight end. And so that's how his career got started at the end spot. When you look at it, coming out of high school, you turn on the tape, he pops off on the screen at the tight end position. He's putting up numbers in high school. It's just Washington chose to put him as a defensive end. So when Colorado recruited him as a defensive end, in the transfer portal, that's what they looked at him as, until the recruiting staff went back on film and actually went back and looked at his previous film from high school and realized, we got a per athlete that we're not utilizing at the defensive end because the room's so stacked. Why not put him at the tight end and let's see what we got before, we try to make another decision. So this season has been really going back, watching film from previous players from high school to college to put them in the best position and change positions for them. So,
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, Smalls was an animal in high school at tight end. And you could flank him. You even saw, if you go watch the film, they even flanked him out and put him in the slot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what you got to do, what you have to do is you have to applaud Corey Phillips for going back.
Oh yeah.
And you have to applaud Coach Prime. When people sit here and you say, it takes a heck of a recruiting staff to go back and watch a film of a kid and say, hey, this kid ain't getting used over here, but we can use him over here because I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm seeing. And so I give Corey Phillips and that recruiting staff a heck of a hand clap for what they did. And the same thing with Morgan Pearson. And that's why you see these guys came over here and competed. They want to play, and you saw what happened in the tight end room. They moved themselves up to 1 and 2 in the wide receiver. I mean, the tight end room. And they telling anybody that coming in here, y'all got to come see us about it. And I ain't mad at that.
I think that's what happened to Mayers. Mayers thought, hold up, these guys. But you know what? That's a hard tackle. Imagine trying to tackle Smalls. Yeah. He reminded me of that guy from number 5 from Colorado State that was destroying us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Big lower body, fast. That's what Smalls remind me of. That number 5.
Big dude.
I mean, you got to think about it. When Mayers first came here, Smalls and Pearson weren't even in that room. So he thinking about all the reps and what he's going to get. And then they just going back and watching film and moving these players after he commits, Those are things that happen. You got to tip your hat to this recruiting team and Corey Phillips for the extra job they did to go and find ways to get players on the field.
Yeah, I saw when he went out there and made that recommendation, man. And Coach Brown went with it. He trusts him. That's the key, man. You got to trust people, man.
But that's the thing. When people say you can't coach and you can't do this, that's what coaching is. If you really want to be honest, trusting the people you hire. You hire people to do a job, and when they do their job the best way, you succeed. Head coaches sign up to share the fame and take the blame. They sign up to take the share the fame because when they win, everybody gets a hand clap. Everybody gets a pat on the back. But when they lose, they take all the blame by themselves. And one thing you've never seen him do is throw any of his coaches under the bus. When he probably could have, but he never has. He sat there and took it on the head, and that's what a great leader is supposed to do. That's what a great leader is supposed to do.
Yeah, you're right. But like I said, he don't put a good coaching staff together too, man. And when you look at the passing game, you can't overlook what Phil Loho doing for the offensive line to be a part of this coaching staff. He's doing an excellent job, and the players, he ain't loud, but when he talk, they listen. He got their full attention.
Listen, Yeah, and then
But
for him to, he got a little loud with Sap the other day. I say,
Oh
look,
yeah,
calm that down.
yeah.
Just
But
settle
oh
it.
yeah, that's the first time I ever
When
seen him
Sap,
like that, Coach
when
Ray.
Sap be poking at him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You get what I'm saying? But then,
yeah,
and you know, and that's my thing. And not only do you have Phil, but look, if people open their eyes, you got the guy from IMG there, and then you had Mark Slave there with the offensive line there
yeah.
that Saturday. They say he been in and out. So I mean, you getting coached by all pros and stuff like that, and you learning the technique, and you can't beat that, man. What Coach Prime is giving these young men is bar none. And if you don't want to be a Colorado Buffalo, I don't really know what's wrong with
Yeah,
No,
yeah, just like you got Steve Mariucci out there, the former head coach of the 49. He out there giving his advice to him. And like Greg, I remember I was laughing at me and my daughter were laughing at you the other night, man. We were watching the broadcast. Greg said I ain't gonna bring that up. But anyway,
say,
but check this out. Uh let's talk about the running back room. Cause it's gonna be a key figure for this past game also too. We got Dylan Edwards, we got Michael Welch, you got Savion Wilkerson, and I'm missing somebody. Who I'm missing?
Charlie off
Charlie
the
Charlie.
Ockendorf.
ball.
Charlie O. Yeah, Charlie O. Man,
Charlie
Charlie
off
O
the
looking
ball.
good, man. He looking good, man. Greg, Greg, who you say he remind you of? You'll watch out. He gonna be like who?
I can't remember.
The
I
running back,
think come on,
the running back that went from Carolina to the
oh yeah,
49.
McCaffrey.
Oh,
McCaffrey.
Yeah, that
McCaffrey.
y'all be looking for a black. We gonna be a white one out there. He gonna be running that ball. He looking good, man.
He don't
Hey,
have the speed, but he definitely is elusive.
Long
what you
that
got?
chain move.
What you got
Long
to
they
love
keep
about
that chain moving.
What you got to love about Charlie is he come in with his lunch pail every day and clock in and donate to the team. No matter what they ask him to do, whether it's second team, third team, 15, whatever team, when he gets his reps, he getting his reps because he's not cheating anything. He's going and putting in the work, and he's depositing it to the team every day. And you can't ask for nothing but kids like that to build your team, and just bringing them uplift everybody because now you can't say you're not getting opportunity when Charlie is working himself up the depth chart. And every moment he gets a chance, he's going to go show you why he's moving up the depth chart. He's just putting his head down, closing his mouth, and just working. At the end of the day, and when you got players talking about they ain't getting opportunity this and the third, well, you can't say that. Everybody's getting opportunity. You just ain't proving what you worth. And Charlie's going out there and showing the world, this is what he's worth. So that's one of the kids that you just love to have on your team and hope that you can get more and more.
Coach Dre, what you think about Dylan Edwards
I
this
mean,
year?
he did the work. He did the work in the off season. He went and put on 10 pounds of muscle. He went and ran track to get his speed up. He put in the work to tell people that I understand what everybody's saying, but I'm gonna be ready to go. Um, you can't have nothing but good things to say about him. He's uh he's a Marshall Faulk type of football player. He can catch the ball out the backfield. You can line him up in the slot. He can do it all. And so when you're worried and you can run him on the jet sweep, so you got to feel comfortable with him saying he feels like he can tote the load. But then like you say, you got the bowling ball back there, Savion Wilkerson, and I told people from the jump, the first time I saw this kid, Michael Welch, he's something special. Michael Welch, he's something special. Um,
Yeah,
and I believe he the future of college football at the running back position. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He don't
oh yeah,
smile. I mean, I just did get him to smile in the video the other day. He about
yeah,
business, and so I don't want to
yeah.
hear nobody say. I don't want to hear nobody say that Coach Prime method doesn't work. Him, uh, Brandon Swain, and the big man 77 see and showed you that if you come in here with your mind made up
Oh
and
yeah,
show that that don't nobody care about what I did in high school. I got to come in and show these men, these other young men that I want to be a part and I can do my job just as good. That it'll pay off for you in the long run. So I just like our running back room. I think we probably gonna add another running back. I just don't know who it's gonna be, but we'll probably add another one.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that at the end. But so what you think about the running back room, Greg?
I mean, I think a lot of people gonna underestimate because they don't have the big name. McCaskill's the closest thing to a big name, and that's where everybody expect the big program to have a big name. But I think they're gonna make some names this year. People they're gonna put their names on the map. Dylan Edwards, you see what he did first game. That's on the coaches to me, not to use him the same way they used him, because him in open space. I mean, as far as taking the pressure off of the offensive line and Shador, like if it's not using the motion, I don't know why is that like we was so stiff last year, like motion them out the backfield. That's great, but just using the motion to throw the defense off and you get him out there in open space, you've seen what happened. So I think they figured that out. I think they're going to get him the ball in space, then they'll get Jimmy the ball in space. So it's going to be hard to key in on him. So I think that. And I think Savion is a guy who I think he's like a Frank Gore. A lot of people don't know much about Savion and how he runs consistent hard. Mm-hmm. So he's another guy who I think is gonna pop out this year, who people kind of overlook.
Rob, you want to finish it off?
Man, you look at this running back room. You gotta like what you see. You got the offensive line in front of you. There ain't no excuse not to hand the ball off. Ain't no reason for you not to hand the ball off. Hand the ball off and let's see. Let's go to work. But like Greg said, man, motion is the key to all this, right? Motion moves defense. Motion moves players on the defense. Even if you want to see what they're in, if it's man is on, just simple things like that to make the reads easier for everybody. Makes things easier. It helps you identify the linebackers, all type of things that that you wouldn't think of. And I'm just saying this for people that when we talk about motion, why we're talking about motion and the keys to that and the reason why. But when you look at this running back room, we got a solid running back room. I do think we will add one more. Who that person is, I'm just gonna let it come out publicly. But we will add another running back or two. But just be prepared. We gonna run the ball this year.
Right. Yeah. I hope so, man. That's gonna be a key to that passing game to me. But once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you for hitting the like button, and also over there I put the broadcast on my Facebook page tonight and LinkedIn, and to saw the people that was tuning in. Man, we got NFL players tuning in. I shared it with Rod, and we got I ain't gonna call no names because I won't be no name dropping, but we appreciate and some members of the staff of CU. They registered for the broadcast tonight. Like I said, I'm not gonna call their name. They watching. Like I said, I appreciate you, Coach Dre, Rob, and Greg. But whatever y'all bring to the table, I appreciate y'all, and people are watching us, and we want to thank them for tuning in. But
if y'all not subscribed, man, subscribe to their channels, man. Subscribe, support, man. Like the the live stream, share the live stream. We just trying to talk. We just in here talking about Colorado football. At the end of the day, feel free to comment. We know we live on Twitter right now. We live on YouTube. We live on LinkedIn and on Twitch right now. So we live on a lot of different platforms. So just let us know y'all here, man. Just like, share, subscribe. That's all we ask for from you guys.
Yeah, wow, it just blew my mind, man. You got two Hall of Famers watching up, bro. When I looked at that, man, I said, dog. But check this out, man. Let's go and talk about the show, the wide receivers. Man, you got you got really 12. Whenever them boys get here, the other folks get here, you got 12 wide receivers can start on any SEC team over there. And people keep forgetting about Caleb Matthews. He a possession receiver, man, and should do everything he throw to him. Boy, he go to the ground and catch it. He don't care if he got a defender in front of him or not. He gonna catch that ball. Him and Omarion Miller, I ain't seen him drop a pass yet. I haven't. So what y'all, Coach Dre, what you think about this wide receiver room we got?
We the best in the nation. Yeah, I didn't stutter. I didn't panic. I didn't say nothing. We the best in the nation, and everybody ain't here yet. Amarion Miller, he putting the world on notice. He putting the world
He
on
ain't
notice.
missed a pass
If
yet, Coach.
if you try to cover this man 1-on-1, we gonna beat you deep every time. Jimmy, I told y'all, them Florida boys keep receipts. Them Florida boys keep receipts. And I think having Webster there with him, another Florida guy, you see that Florida coming out of them boys. You gotta like that. And then, like you say, the silent assassin, Caleb. And then don't forget about Wasim. He been looking real good. He 28. He been catching the ball. 80 was doing real good before he got hurt. I think he got hurt, and I think Timmons has been slowed down by injury too, and he was looking pretty good as well. So and we're not even talking about Will Shepherd and Baby T.O. and
I'll tell
Traylon
you.
Miller and Cam McHale. So if you think that we not the best receiving room in the country, I don't know where you been at, but we them guys and see you at the receiving position. If no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
All right, Greg. Before I get to you, I'm gonna read this off. We're gonna let Rob end it off. You got Lawrence right here says, just to send support. How does you how does you keep all the wide receiver happen? I see why CU will be a passing team first from each panel who starts. I'm not gonna say who's gonna start, but I think they came there for a reason. They came there to play with Shadur, Mr. Lawrence. And I'm sure they already know who's on the team. They watching videos like we are, and they know how the depth chart is. And I think Coach Brian gonna give each one of them an opportunity to do their thing, to put some tapes together. And I don't think we're gonna lose not one wide receiver through the transfer portal. I don't. But like Greg said something the other night that sounds interesting to me about moving Baby T.O. to a tight end. What you think about that, Greg?
I mean, he may have to put on some weight, but he had the body. He had the body to do it. He had a height. He had a work ethic. He's gonna eat good, and he's young. But he can be the next Shannon Sharp, as far as because Shannon Sharp wasn't the biggest guy when he was in college. So they
Right,
don't have to be that big, especially if you're gonna be more of a pass receiver. I mean, pass tight end, because you have your bigger tight ends. It's all about packages at this point. I mean,
right,
how do you play all these guys? Packages. It'd be like a military operation. They moving in and out. As long as they get it down at practice, and that's going to only help them because it's going to be less injuries. Everybody going to be fresh. They're not going to be out there running half butt routes. You get them in, get them out. Even if you bring a guy in and run a couple different things, get them back out, put the other guy back in fresh.
right.
You're going to have less injuries like that, and you're going to be able to have a team that actually is going to be able to play the long run. It's a long season. So you talking about going to the conference championship and actually having your best guys healthy, or going to the playoff, and it's like, what is it, 3-game, 4-game possible playoff. So how do you make that run
Four game doesn't make sense.
right to the championship? So it's going to be a longevity game for anybody, because it's going to be new for everybody. So why act like everybody got to play every down if you saying you have your sights out on going the distance? So you got to kind of pace that out.
Rob?
When I look at this wide receiver room, just in totality, is giving me them Jackson State vibes that last year at Jackson State. Where they rotating 8 to 9 receivers throughout the game. And keep in mind, this receiver coach was with Prime at Jackson State, not they last year, but before that. But it just gives me those vibes of what it's going to look like, right? The rotation of 8 to 9 players at the receiving core. That means every single day you come to practice, you got to have your lunch pail ready to go. If you don't want to block, you ain't going to be out there. So the little things is going to matter with this receiving core. They're going to be physical. They're going to get you first downs, but you just feel those vibes coming, like it was that last year at Jackson State for Coach Prime. But to this point, though, it also is going to help Travis Hunter stay more healthy, because he doesn't have to do everything on offense and on
Good point.
defense.
Good point.
So they're gonna be able to monitor, his snaps and keep him fresh, longevity with all the wide receivers that we got that can come out there and produce. So we got 4 more guys, possibly 5 more guys coming in that wide receiver room. You just gotta be ready to go. You gotta buckle up, be ready to go, because it's gonna be competition every day. And as long as you in that top 8 to top 9, you're in a good position. If you outside that top 9, you just gotta keep putting your head down and work. Because all this is about work, and everything else will prevail itself.
Good point, fellas. Good point on that. Good point. But we're gonna stay right there in that wide receiver room. But first of all, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for participating in the chat. If you haven't, go to Rob the Man Meeting. You hit the like button and subscribe to his channel. Also, go to Greg Said It and hit the like button and subscribe to his channel. And if you don't mind, stop by mine to do the same thing. That's Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment. And tonight's broadcast is sponsored by the Big Chick right there in McDonough, Georgia. We appreciate each and one of y'all for your support and appreciate y'all for sponsoring the show. Got an email, I think it was Friday. Got from my bank, Wells Fargo, because I reached out to them. I think they're gonna take up to 1 month. They didn't want to do the 1 day. They want to do the whole month. So I hope y'all continue to stay with me, boy, because I think this thing is headed somewhere and we're gonna be all right. I know Rod don't like me putting stuff out there like that because they think we got some haters out there, Coach J. But hey, when God bless you, he said, let them know. That's what I read in my Bible in Sunday school today. Let them know the goodness of God. Cause we ain't doing nothing wrong. We ain't doing nothing bad. We ain't trying to tear nobody down. Anything, I'm a lifter. I ain't jealous of nobody else challenge. I ain't trying to be nobody else challenge. I don't had a lot of guys want to come on here and be with me, but I like my crew, what I got now. And I appreciate each and one of y'all for being here with me. I think y'all some good guys. And if I ever go wrong or say something wrong, and if y'all don't message me or tell me that I'm doing something wrong, you ain't my friend. I'm just being honest with you,
Hey,
bro.
hey, boy, you hit it right on the head. I tell my kids that every day. I ain't your friend. And a lot of y'all walk around here associates and not friends. Because if I can't tell you when you're wrong, we ain't really friends. That's as real as it get. They'll be.
Hey, Mr. Willie, I ain't trying to take him to church, man. It's just I got faith in God, man. I don't mind telling nobody. I ain't ashamed of it. Because I've been on the wrong track before too. And that's why I don't like knocking young men when they make bad decisions because you still got chance. If God wake you up in the morning, you can change that if you got your mindset right. If your mindset ain't right in anything, it ain't got to be in sport. It could be anything in life. It ain't gonna work if your mind ain't right. It just ain't right. But that's that old school talking, Rod. I know
I
you
mean,
ain't with you on y'all young bucks and you and Dre don't understand that. But me and Coach Dre, we're gonna lead y'all down the right way. Look, y'all just
I
hanging
ain't
him with
said nothing. I ain't said nothing. You got it. I ain't said
hey, hey, chat. The next time he come on, he might try to have a Bible study with y'all. You don't watch it. But chat, I gotta give a shout out to my one of my close friends. He don't never say no, he don't never say that, but he let me know he's watching. That Pastor E do his bit to you, man. Hey man. I told him I'm gonna give you a shout out. He said, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. But I appreciate him for his always tuning in. But check this out, man. I want to talk about the players coming in, but I want to do it after this rapid fire. Can I get the rapid fire out the way?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Coach Jason.
Let's get the
Hang it, y'all
let's
just
get the
hanging here with me, man,
let's
because
get the
we need
let's
to
get the
chat.
let's get
Hey,
let's
before
get the
I go to the
chatting
rapid fire, want to thank, like I said, we was up to what 360 people that had tuned in. Once again, man, I don't take y'all lightly. You can be watching anybody else on YouTube or you can be doing anything with your family, but you chose to be him, and I appreciate that. Rob, before we move to rapid fire, you, Coach Dre, and Greg, let's get the chat involved. Rob, get a chat a question. Let's see if they're gonna answer back. And y'all two at the end have a question in mind that y'all want to ask the chat. Keep them involved.
chat. Who is your favorite commitment today? Let's do that. Let's just make it simple. Who is your favorite commitment today? Let's do that. Let's get involved. See what they
All right,
got for us.
all right. Give me a question for the chat, Greg.
That come back to me.
Okay,
I'm
come on,
not.
Coach Dre.
Hey, chat, give us your best Coach Prime quote. Your best Coach Prime quote.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
It's neck and
I
neck,
help you on that
man.
one, Coach Drake. I help you on that. Let the main thing be the main thing. Make the main thing the main thing.
Okay, I got one for you. How many passing yards you think Shador gonna throw for this year?
Ooh, I want to get in on that one.
Get off the darn field.
You said how many passing yards, Greg?
How many passing yards you think Shador gonna throw for this year?
I say 4,000.
I say
If he
4.
help, if he play all game, he gonna throw for 4,000 easily. All right, we got over 1,000 easy.
Are you riding? Or are you
Good play.
jumping?
Are you riding? I ain't hard to find. Ooh, Miss Hill say 5,000. Steve Woodland said 4,000.
If you don't get the Heisman with 5,000, I don't know what it's gonna take.
No cap, Raw. But check
32
this out.
touchdowns.
Let's check this out. While they asking the question, Coach Ray, you think the referee's gonna take a game or two from us this year?
Man, please don't get us started.
They gonna try. They gonna try.
Don't get us started.
But that's why you
Man.
can't. That's why we can't. Why we can't have it close. We got to go ahead and put our like teams that we supposed to put our foot on their neck. You got to put your foot on their neck because if you don't, referees gonna start calling. You gonna be seeing miscellaneous flags out there, stuff you ain't never heard of, and all kind of stuff. Like it's gonna get crazy because you're afraid of what this is if he wins and he succeeds because he hasn't did it the normal way. He did it his way. So yeah. I feel like we could if we don't do what we supposed to do, we can put ourselves in a bad situation.
Yeah, Mr. Woodland say if you dominate, it's out of their hands. Yeah,
I
you
got
right
something
about that.
I got something called a Utah theory. I just made this up. The Utah theory.
Oh,
When they
what? Don't do that.
when they can take 3-4 touchdowns from you, when you got your foot on their neck, and they take 3-4 touchdowns from you on
Yeah, you're right.
with cameras and well off there, and they still take 3 touchdowns from you. Ain't that close about 3 touchdowns.
With
They
the refs,
did
It ain't nothing close. Yeah, I mean they wasn't.
that was
There was no
crazy.
way they was gonna like you. Yeah, there was no way they was gonna let us beat Utah. They like you said, you
with
just gotta
half the
go out
refs.
there.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
with half our team out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was
They didn't care. They didn't
With
care.
half the refs saying, "Hey, that shouldn't have been called," and half the refs saying it should have been called. Well, we ain't
Yeah.
gonna go there.
You blowing the
Yeah,
whistle.
no, we got to go there. We want to go there. We got to go
They
there.
blew the whistle when the man went out of bounds instead of letting the play out like everybody know, even on Little League. They blew the whistle because they knew he was gonna score. They knew he was gonna score.
And like I say, man, this passing game gonna be depth. And the referees, man, like I said, man, Utah really did impress me, man. They ain't have that in the mix,
They're
and we
G5.
didn't have to do it. So I think Coach Ray freezed up. So Rob, why the media is so high on Utah winning this Big 12 conference this year?
Man, it really just came down to the quarterback, right? They know they're returning Cam Rising. That's really more of you got a name with a face, right? That's been in college football
He
for
been playing
forever.
this is 7th year.
Yeah, he
His
been in college.
seventh.
He been in college football for forever, right? So
Yeah.
it's a name, and it's automatically brings you standability, right? Because that's the first thing everybody want to say. But outside of that, I mean, they're going to try to run the ball, and they're going to try to stop the ball and stop running and try to stop you from running the ball. Those the main 2 things Utah is going to do. Anything outside, far as wide receivers go, it's up and down, but they're going to try to run the ball, and they're going to try to stop the run. So those are the things that really Utah brings to the table. It's going to be a physical game, but you mentioned physicality. Hey, we got the best quarterback in the nation, so all you got to do is just pay attention to what we got and what we working on, and clean up the trenches. What you see that we're doing, we're getting bigger on both sides on the offense and defensive line. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah. But like I said, so before we move on, let's talk about Coach Prime, man. I got to get a dude his flowers, man. Why this dude is a gold jacket. He he don't play the Super Bowls, man, and People act like he don't know what he's doing. He don't know football. Greg, what you think about that, man? How many people be trying to handle Coach Prime in online and in the media?
I mean, that's what delusional look like. I mean, when you trying to use a typical situation, like a typical guy who hasn't had coaching experience without taking into consideration who he is and what he's done, it's very basic minded. Because I mean, that's what you're trying to do. You're like, oh, he don't have the coaching experience, but you're not going to count all the experience he has as a player, as a coach on every level except this level. You're not counting the fact that he's coached in the All-American games for years. You're not going to count this analyst. So you say he don't know football? What do you mean he don't know? That's all he's done. I mean, of course he played baseball too, so he probably can coach that just as good. But I mean, you're saying that he knows nothing. That's foolishness. That's some stuff you hear in the media and you repeating it. But that's what they want to believe because he has an unfair advantage. He has an advantage that they don't have. He got a gold jacket and he just put another one on his staff. And just for show, I think these guys are really they trying to make a point this year because you really look at his staff is really sneaky. He don't snuck a lot of people on his staff that people don't realize, from the NFL level. And they came in because they want to see him win. His buddies have came in and they're not doing a lot of talking. And you look up and you see them winning, you're going to be like, it's unfair. It's an unfair advantage. It reminds me of Jackson. A lot of people saying Jackson last year, on their worst day, they're going to beat you by 21.
Yo, woo.
I mean, they just was loaded. The talent was too much. The staff was too much. That even on a bad day, they're gonna run through everybody, and that's what it's starting to look like. Especially as these transfers continue to plug in these key spots, it's gonna get to the point they're gonna be mad at him for beating them. Oh, it's gonna go from he ain't know nothing to that ain't fair. He went and got Warren Sapp, and all these people showed up. Nobody else can do that. You're right, but y'all pushed him to this point. You pushed him to this point. He told y'all to quit poking at him, and he told you in the press conference.
Hey, Greg hitting it right on the head, man. It ain't too much to add to that, but just what happened last year is what happened last year. What's happening this year is you seeing the work being put in from all levels. I don't care. You want to talk about the recruiting staff to the coaching staff. From the freshman, sophomore, junior seniors, whoever's on this team, right? You just see a difference. You see a difference from the training staff, right? They're trying to do everything they can possible to get this thing turned around and get this thing going up in the upwards motion. And all the thing that matters right now is just keep building success to collect W's. That's all that matters right now.
End it up, Coach Ray.
I mean, Greg just hit it on the head. You're afraid of what you can't or what you don't know. And what you don't know is he gonna become the best college football coach. If that ain't what they want. And he gonna bring his friends along, and then they gonna come take over college football. Cause all my guys gonna go be head coaches, and they gonna go get other guys, like you say, it's other Hall of Famers that want to be head coaches. Ed Reed wants to be a head coach, and Ray Lewis wants to be a head coach. Andre Johnson wants to be a head coach. So, and a guy like Warren Sapp, like you say, Deion Sanders has real friends, and that's something that a lot of these other coaches don't have. He has real friends. Some people said they weren't gonna sit on the couch and just let him keep getting done like this. I'm gonna come see what I can do. And so you gotta respect those guys for that.
Yep, I agree, man.
I'm gonna add this, y'all. I said this before. A lot of people don't realize. I'm gonna call it what it is. Y'all can say I said it. A lot of these guys who became coaches wasn't good ball players. So what they had was, okay, I'm gonna go and be a grad assistant or whatever. I didn't make it to these high levels, and that's my love for football. I'm gonna make it as a coach. The guys who were really talented, they went on to play. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's almost like this my lane, that was your lane. You had your lane. You got to go to the NFL, be a Pro Bowler. I couldn't do that, so I had to express my love for football as a coach. Now you coming over here taking my shine. Now you coming over here taking what I'm good at. Now you good at both. Leave me something. You was good on the field. Now you good off the field. what they're afraid of is, like Coach Dre just said, them guys who was good on the field come back. It's been a divide. It's been an unwritten rule. Y'all can go play. We gonna coach. Now we starting to see these guys come back and they gonna coach. And now they got the credibility with it. And it's gonna make the guys who wasn't good no longer have jobs because they're gonna have to compete with the namesake and the credibility. You got to compete with Ray Lewis, who actually can coach and was a Hall of Famer. He gonna beat you every time. So it's almost like y'all go on over there and stay over there and let us non-athletes be the coaches, because you gotta leave us some meat on the bone.
That's why you see all these recruiting tactics against Prime. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
you know, this is the real reason, right? Is Coach Prime gonna leave? Coach Prime this. He ain't gonna recruit you out of high school. Like, no, he just know the people that's going for the BS and the people that really want to be there and really want to come out and work. So you just seeing everything and coming to a full circle. And as time go on, people are gonna start adapting to the way Deion Sanders is doing it, Coach Prime versus the way they doing it. It's only gonna last for so long because once the success starts to happen, people gonna follow, and that's all. That's what they're scared of. They're scared because Deion is changing ways and headlines. He's changing the way everything is operated. He's changing the way you utilize social media. He's changing the way the platforms are being used, and they don't like it
yeah.
because now it's forcing a hand. See, you have to go get a media team that can go build a brand for you, right? Say you have a brand, but how can that brand uplift you, right? Now, so now you got to go employ more people than what you thought you was going to have to employ from the outside. So not only is he doing it on the football field, but he's impacting off the football field. That's generating way more money. And some schools going to be like, you know what? The hell with all this. We see what they're doing there. We need to do that because we don't have the collective dollars to compete. So here's how we're going to compete to get the collective dollars. We got to get the fans engaged. We got to get the nation engaged. And so you're going to see Ed Reed or Ray Lewis get a head coaching job at a P5, well, P4 now. And that's what's going to really set the tone right now. So Deion Sanders is just paving the way for something what's going to change in the future.
But everybody don't have the marketing ability and the personality and the creativity. He's a unicorn. You can't do what he do. You can go get an Ed Reed, but Ed Reed don't have the personality. He may have the IQ, but he don't have the marketing, Ray Lewis. So it's like you can't recreate what he did, and that's the problem. They can't do it, so they got to take him down.
Man, y'all went hard on that one. I like that.
They looking for a new king of college football. Kirby Smart sitting at the top of the mountain because Nick Saban done went and retired. Deion Sanders nipping at your heels. And that's what it all comes down to. These other coaches done been through the ranks. They like, oh, here he come. We can't compete. And you can't compete, and he gonna show you. Right.
Cutting the line.
Period.
Yeah. Hey man, stay right there, man. I ain't gonna break y'all stride, man. The rapid fire just got the old, but I like when y'all engage like that. But we're gonna let's stay right there in the Big 12. We got now Nebraska. Now I think that no, let's go back to the first game. The first game they played North Dakota State. Now we play them at home, right? I think
Correct.
we're playing
Coastal Field, baby.
right. Okay, we play them at home. Now, how y'all think this first game gonna go? I know we got the spring game coming up, and I know I'm talking way ahead, but when the dust is settling and the roster is set, how you think this first game gonna turn out? You think North Dakota State gonna compete with Colorado this year, starting off, Coach Ray?
I know they're gonna come in and do what they do. They're not gonna change. They're gonna come in and run the ball. They believe in their system. We just gotta do what we do and not play with them, not give them no life, and not give them no hope. If we give them some hope, they're gonna play. They're gonna play a little harder, but they're not gonna change what they do. They're gonna do what they've been doing. So
I,
I still expect us to win by 21.
oh yeah, what's the thing, Rob?
I still.
I'm just gonna say this. I want this game to be over by the first quarter and a half. I don't even want to give them any hope, any prayer, any dream to even be in a game with us at halftime going into the third quarter. Let's just go in there, come stand on business and get it over with, right? And do what we're supposed to do, and let's get ready to prepare for Nebraska. Like that's what I look forward to. Now they ain't no sleeper by no means, and we got to come in there and set the tone early. And I just love the pieces that we got coming in, and I think we can get that done and established.
Great.
Okay, I want y'all to come in close because I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna leave no room for error. They're gonna hang around about a good 5 minutes to the muscles warm up, and then it's gonna be over. They're not gonna be able to hold down that defensive line. I don't care what they do at their level. They're not gonna stop Shadozi. They're not gonna. We're at the point now where our defensive line is starting to look like a SEC-ish line. So when you think that they're gonna stop Shadozi, when you think they're gonna stop Big Barnes and Carter, and if we get the Dominique Williams,
McNeil gonna show up
to destroy their hopes of running the ball, which means they ain't finna score. It means they finna get slaughtered. Because Shador gonna put up 30, 40. Regardless of who they are, he gonna put up 30, 40. So they're not gonna be able to handle the defensive line. They're just not gonna be able to handle it. I don't care who they think they are. They're not gonna be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Then we move on to Nebraska. Huh? Oh yeah, all day long. Then we move to Nebraska.
I can go for that.
Yeah, that Nebraska game should be a little bit more closer and competitive, but I still think we just got too much talent. Too much talent. Now, they quarterback they brought in, I didn't know the dude that big. He's a huge guy. He got a big arm. But I don't think he's going to be able to handle the pressure that Colorado can put on him. Go ahead, Rod.
He still got to perform under pressure. You hit around the head. He still got to perform under pressure, right?
Yeah.
100,000 people in a packed stadium. You know it's going to be a sight to see. All eyes are going to be on you. You're going to have everybody in town. You're going to have all these distractions. We don't know if you can do it yet. We don't even know if you're going to start. He should be the starter, but we don't know who they're going to pitch to start for that game, right? He should be the starter. He's a talented kid, but I just know that we gonna come and we ready. And we should take our business against Nebraska. I just think we're gonna do more than what people expect us to do against Nebraska. Go ahead, Greg.
I mean, it's gonna be the same as last year. They're gonna run it up on them. And see, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be identical to last year without the little flip-flop back and forth. After about the third and fourth game, that's when people are going to start paying attention. Okay, Colorado might be for real. It's going to be identical because it's going to be about around that third or fourth game when people are going to say, okay, they legit. So they're going to have to hit North Dakota in the mouth, Nebraska in the mouth, go hit Colorado State in the mouth really, really hard, and just run through all these three teams, run through them. And then they're going to say, hold on, what's going on? Maybe we do need to take them serious. That's what the first three games going to look like. I stand on that.
Yeah, I hope so. But I think the players they looking for that Colorado State game, boy. And then they're gonna have their homecoming game. Now the game they gonna kind of scare me when they go to Florida, man. Man, UCF? Boy, got a pretty good team, man. They got the wide receivers, they got the quarterback. But I still expect Colorado to go down there and handle business, even though 25 to 28 players are from Florida, and they probably be hanging out with Coach Dre down there at some bar. I hope Coach Dre tell them, man, y'all going back to the hotel because we got a game coming up. But I'm sure Rod gonna be down there with him. So I'm gonna be at that game. I'm coming to that. That's one game I'm gonna go to too. But that's a game that scared me, Coach Dre.
Well, you ain't got to worry about Coach Drake being at little bar Friday night because he's going to be coaching. But it's going to be scary, but I think we're going to handle the business because them Florida boys don't want to come home and get beat. They don't want to come home and get beat because you got to come back and listen to everybody talk trash to you and all that. So they don't want to come home and get beat. I got us winning by about 10, though. But it's going to be a close game. Gonna be a close game, but I got us winning by about 10.
What you think, Rod? about this UCF game.
If the quarterback, who the quarterback is, Jefferson gonna be starting, he gonna turn that thing over 2 times, 2+ times.
But he a running quarterback though.
All right,
He's not Shador.
he gonna
I know he
turn
ain't no
that
good
thing
pass,
over.
but he can run that ball though, man.
All right, go ahead.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
what I
Play
say.
it to
Not
us.
with this D-line.
Go ahead.
Hey, he can run the. That's his background. He a running quarterback.
I
They're gonna
understand,
be a
but
good matchup.
Coach Drake, this
go
dude is
ahead.
big, man. You help me out, Coach Drake. This dude is big. Cause Rod and Greg don't want to see the point I'm making.
He
No,
big.
to
He
beat.
big.
I ain't saying they gonna win. I'm just saying this dude is big, man.
All right.
I'm gonna say it like this: to beat Colorado this year, you're gonna have to have a quarterback that's like you see what happened in Pac-12 last year when you had Penix, you had Bo Nix, even Cam Ward. That's the kind of caliber quarterback you're gonna have to beat Shador this year, because the defense is not gonna give up them points like last year, and Shador gonna spin it one way or another. He don't care who you playing. He can go play the junior varsity and he gonna dog them because he ain't really caring right now. So the only way you're gonna beat Shador is your quarterback got to be on his level. You're gonna have to go toe to toe with him, and your defense gonna have to be solid. I just don't see it. I just don't see nobody doing that right now. Not until you get to the.
I will say this: Gus Malzahn, he gonna scheme it up.
He is.
He's gonna
He
scheme it
gonna
up.
scheme it up, man.
I will give Gus Malzahn that, but I don't trust KJ Jefferson. Man, I'm just telling you what he gonna get you to.
Oh, not throwing the ball. No.
He gonna get you 2 turnovers, and we gonna
Yeah.
capitalize on it.
Right. DC Carson said Arkansas had a bad O-line last year, yet KJ still gave Bama hell. I saw that game. He sure did.
That's what.
That's what kind of
In
scared me.
Arkansas.
Big Worm said, facts, Greg. What else?
Running quarterback not gonna do well against this defense. And what it's looking like, a running quarterback not gonna do well. You're gonna have to out throw Shador to beat him.
Yeah. But okay, guys. Hey, let's go and get this rapid fire out the way. And then we want to talk about the players that's coming out of the transfer portal and what Colorado has signed and also looking at sign. All right. First question go to Coach Dre. We always let him start it off. Here we go, Coach Dre. Chat, don't leave us. Hang in there with us. I ain't got about 6 questions that I'm asking. And y'all give us your answer and be honest about it. I'm gonna start with Coach Dre on this one because I really want to hear his answer on this one. The best quarterback. Who's gonna have the best season coming up this year in the NFL at the quarterback position? All right, you ready, Coach Ray? Is it going to be C.J. Stroud from Houston? Oh, he gone? He gone.
Back.
All right, well, I'll start with something there. All right?
I'm just going to tell you right now, if you got Anthony Richardson on there, we already know what this is.
I just want an honest answer, man, because this gonna be the key right here, man. But I'll wait till he comes back. I want to hear his answer on that one. All right, check this out. In basketball, if you had to pick y'all comment in the section, in the chat, y'all help me out. In basketball, Rod, best clutch shooter, Reggie Miller or Ray Allen? Clutch, not the best 3-point shooter, but a clutch.
Reggie
Miller when he was playing,
man, it's so tough.
or Ray Allen when he played with Miami.
I'm gonna go Reggie. Nah, I gotta go Ray Allen. I was gonna go Reggie Miller. I gotta go Ray Allen. When you talk about clutch and you talk about championships on the line, you gotta take Ray Allen, baby.
Yeah, he clutch, man. He was clutch. Like the chat was saying, Deb said Ray, Brianna, Rachel said Ray, Big Worm said Reggie Miller. I like that. I like that.
It's starting to get split down the middle now.
It started to get split down the middle, man. Greg, what you think, Greg?
I'm gonna go with Reggie, I guess.
You gonna go with Reggie Miller?
I got to.
Okay, I'm
not that young, you know.
Hey, down,
yeah.
Listen, down 10, down 11, with about $130, Reggie Miller gonna make it back. He gonna make them shots. But with the chips on the line, I'm taking Ray Allen. Sorry,
Ray Allen just crushed me. He just crushed, man. He just.
I'm taking the chips, baby.
He clutch, man.
Give it to me. I'm taking the chips.
Okay. Coach Ray. Can you hear me?
Y'all there? I'm there.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we want to know in basketball. We're talking about basketball. Best clutch shooter. Who you taking? Reggie Miller or Ray Allen?
I'm taking Ray Allen.
Huh? Huh? If you were
Ray
driving
Allen.
a pickup truck, if you were driving a pickup truck, which one would it be? A Ford or a Chevrolet?
Definitely ain't a Ford, man. I just hate Fords. I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
Chevy. I'm gonna take the
Help me
Chevy.
out, chat. If y'all had a pickup truck, which one y'all gonna be driving? A Ford or Chevrolet? Talk to me, Coach Dre.
We going with Ford.
Greg.
I definitely say the same thing. I got a Chevy, and we having a bad relationship. So
No, man.
I'm good on the Ford.
Hey, big Worm said Ford. Big Pen King said Chevrolet. Negro said Chevrolet. DC Carter said Ford. Hey, I'm with y'all. I'm with that Ford too. I gotta go forward. Check this out. Chat, y'all help me out. Now this gonna be interesting. I can't wait to hear what Rod say. I know he gonna try to cheat us, Coach Dre, but I'm gonna leave him last on this one. Rod, you go last on this guy. I know you're gonna cheat.
All
Yeah,
right.
because you're young man. All right, chat, y'all help me out. If you
Yeah.
had to run the 40-yard dash, what will your time be, Coach Dre?
4.35.
I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to Coach Dre.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now? Boy, that thing
We
gonna be
listening.
that thing gonna be bad. Boy, that thing gonna be bad. That thing gonna be about a 5. That thing gonna be about a
No.
5.
Right? Yeah,
That thing
Dale,
gonna be
right now,
bad
Dale.
right
What
now.
what
Right,
what will your 40-yard dash be?
right now,
Yeah,
probably
it'll be a
4.5.
5.
4.5.
Raw, you really think you can run a 4.5 now?
Right
he in
now,
the
yeah,
gym.
4.5.
In the 40, Big Worm
Yeah.
said, come on, Big Worm. Big Worm. Your name, Big Worm. You gonna run a 4.8 in a 40, Big Worm. Come on, Big Worm. Now I'm with Miss Lady Oates. That's 6 1. That's 6-1.
We need to put Rob on the Cat Williams so we got the bowl.
Hey,
Hey,
let him
listen,
the
No,
cat.
I'm with it. Let's go.
Hey, Rob, Rob. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm with it.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm with you, Lard. I'm
Clyde
with you a 7-6, Lard.
getting
Rob talking about he
4.5,
gonna
baby.
run a
Clyde getting
4.5. Rob, if you run a
4.5.
set that
4.5.
up. We need to set that up like they doing with the Tyson. We need to set that up in August.
Rob, if you run a 4.5, if you listen over there on LinkedIn, if y'all scouts over there,
4.5, baby.
Rob run a 4.5. Y'all need to go ahead and bring him on to an NFL trial.
Now, since we camping, now I just hit the gym. I just got 30 reps of 225 now, so I'm feeling myself. So
Hey, Greg, what was yours gonna be, Greg?
no, I'm gonna do the bench because if
No,
I
I want. Okay.
hey, because if I'm out there running, they ain't really been working out. So I'm gonna be at
Big one,
470. I'm gonna be
big one.
470.
Yeah, big one. But I don't know you. I never seen you. And you tell me you gonna run a. Come on, big one. Come on, big one. But Ron, I told you what Ron was gonna do, man. What I tell you? I told you gonna run it up, man.
We gotta set that one
5,
up. We
baby.
gotta set it up.
4.5, baby. I'm out of there.
Hey, DC Carson, I'm with you, bro. My knee too bad. I pull a hamstring. Yeah, I'm walking mine. I can see Greg and Cat Williams and Rod running down there, but
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
Check this out, guys. The best running back between these guys right here. I ain't not talking about their career. Chat, y'all help me out. Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Marshall Faulk, Adrian Peterson. If you had to win one game, which running back you want in the backfield? Barry Sanders, Walter Payton,
You ain't gotta say nothing after that. Oh, you said
Marshall
Barry
Faulk,
Sanders. That's it. You don't have to say no more.
Adrian Peterson.
You say Barry
All the
Sanders.
chips,
That's it.
all the chips on the line. I mean, you gotta go Barry. You gotta go Barry in that one.
Okay.
That's it.
The chat saying Marshall, Walter, Barry, Agenson, in this great day. I go with you, Miss O. One game, yeah, Dale, one game, just one game.
One
One
game on
game.
the line. Who you going
One
with?
game on the line. Where's Emmett? You right. AP. Okay. Lauren said AP, but I need it. If I need a home run, Barry. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay. Let's talk about the music. Female artist, Brandon or Tony Braxton? Help me out, chat. Brandon or Tony Braxton? Go ahead, Rob.
I'm going Tony. I'm going Tony Braxton.
Coach Dre, help me out. Female singer,
Yep.
Brandon or
Say that again.
Tony Braxton?
Tony Braxton.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with Tony Braxton too.
Yeah,
who you got, Greg?
That's two different kind of. That's not.
I know.
Fair. Yeah, that's not.
Hey,
Tony Braxton had Babyface. You see what I'm saying? But you know, he got
hey, you got to look who Brandon had.
I mean, she kind of had a little Babyface, but Tony Braxton had Babyface. Like Babyface took her. She like he molded her.
Yeah. Okay, then check this out. If you had to go to a concert to see Tony Braxton without Babyface or Brandon, which concert you going to?
You can't separate Babyface from Tony Braxton.
I'm doing it though, Greg.
It wouldn't be no Tony Braxton without Babyface.
Who you say, Rob?
I'm going Tony, man. The answer ain't gonna change. I'm just gonna roll with Tony on that.
Okay. Check this out. All right. I got 3 more questions, and then we're gonna move back to Colorado. Check this out. We're gonna stay right there in the music female. Sierra in a concert, Coach Dre, or you want Janet Jackson? Who's gonna give you the best performance? Sierra or Janet Jackson?
We're going with Miss Jackson.
Rob?
With Miss Jackson.
Give you the best performance.
Who's gonna give you the best performance? I ain't just talking about no vocal singer. I'm talking about performance.
You gotta. I'm going Janet Jackson on that one too. I second that.
You can't. She's a veteran. She got like 5,000 songs.
Yeah.
Sierra gonna give you the move, boy.
She can move, but she ain't got the catalog.
Might make that thing clap for y'all. All right, Coach Dre, start this now. I got 2 more questions. The best college wide receiver. I think I asked y'all this before. Alabama, Dante Smith. Miami, Michael Irvin. Calvin Johnson at Georgia Tech. Randy Moss at Marshall. Coach Dre.
Moss at Marshall.
DC Carson, music, help me out. Big Warren, help me out.
Marshall and Calvin Johnson, though. Woo.
Man, hey, that Calvin Johnson was a monster, boy.
And he was doing it out of triple option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going Calvin. I'm going Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
That was tough.
I got to go to Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, you can, but nobody can't outdo what Moss did. Moss was the originator. He originated the Moss. I mean, Moss, the stuff he was doing, you know, we didn't see before. Just taking over a whole game. He didn't have the kind of quarterback. I mean, what was it? Leftwich was up there with him? But it was like he was a one-man show. He put Moss on the map.
Different.
Yeah. Way faster too.
Right. I think I'll take the Georgia Tech guy for one game.
Calvin Johnson.
Huh?
I'm rolling Calvin.
All right, this is the last one. Talk to me. Boys to Men, 112, NWA, or the Wu-Tang Clan. Give me one. 112, Boys to Men, the Wu-Tang Clan, NWA.
How you put rappers and singers together?
I just put them in there. This is my last one. Who you got?
I'm like, man.
The chat going off. They said Boys to Men, NWA, the Wu-Tang Clan.
I
They
gotta
said
go.
NWA. Steve, what they say? NWA. Devin said, "Boys to men." Boys
It's
to
like
men has.
what kind of setting? Like we just picking one, just pick
Okay,
one.
check this out then. Okay, let me come at you like this then, Rod. You got 112 or boys to men.
Come on,
I'm
that's
going boys
not
to
fair.
men.
That's not fair.
I'm going boys to
Who you
men.
want?
That's not fair. You gotta
I'm
put them up.
taking
You gotta put
112.
boys men like against Jody says somebody like that.
I'm taking 112 all the way.
Oh no.
Depends
I'm
on your
going boys.
style, what type of music you are.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. We got NWA,
I'm going NWA.
Flavor Flav group. What Flavor Flav group was?
I'm going NWA. You ain't gotta worry
Public
about
enemy.
it.
Public enemy.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
He said, don't even put nobody in it with him.
Don't even do it.
Boy,
Don't
y'all
do it.
crazy, boy. That's my last one on that, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat for supporting us on that right there. We're just trying to break the move to relax off the Colorado, but we're going to jump right back into it. This transfer portal. Colorado is on the move, and Coach Prime is still out there working. And I think they don't got, what, 2 commitments so far that I know of. But, so, I know they got what's the first who the first player that committed today? I had it wrote down.
The edge rusher pit.
The air rusher from Pitt. That was Dominique Williams. Williams. He
No.
committed today.
Williams is in TCU.
I had it wrote down. I don't know what I did. Rob,
Hayes.
what you think, Rob? For the what you think about the players that done committed to Colorado so far this year?
So I just thought the
And
edge rusher from Pitt. You're getting another productive player with 2 years, with a couple years of eligibility left. That's looking to just come in and get it done in the first year and be out of there. Um, it's good that we're adding another bigger edge rusher. We were a lot smaller on the edge. We're a lot bigger this year, in a sense. But you're getting another productive guy who's been there, that's done it, and he wants to be around winning. One of the reasons why he left Pitt was because he didn't feel like the offense could score enough points for them to win games. When you come to Colorado, one thing we can do is score points. We just gotta go stop somebody. So you're going to definitely see a definite improvement on the defense. So definitely love the addition there on the edge. Go ahead, Greg.
I lost the question. What was the question?
How you feel
we're
about
talking about the edge rusher that Colorado brought in. How you think he's gonna help the defense this year?
Well, like I said, it's the same philosophy. You're bringing people in, you're keeping them fresh, you're keeping them healthy, and I don't see how you're able to block them. If you got the right packages and the right combination, the right matchups, I don't see how you blocking that guy coming off, and you're bringing, several other guys we don't brought in from both sides of the ball, who all of them claiming to been that guy where they came from. Far as putting pressure, you got 2 or 3 of them on the field at one time. I don't see how you don't get pressure consistent on the quarterback and you keeping them fresh. Because they was talking about BJ Green not being like running to the ball and stuff. He stayed on the field the whole time. So what would his excuse be when you bring him in 2-3 plays, rotate him in, come back? He has no excuse not to go hard every play. So
Okay. And also they brought in Peyton Kirkland, Texas. He's 6'6", 330 pounds. That's a big body for that offensive line. So he should be able to help and keep that line fresh and protect Shadua in the passing game. What you think about him bringing in? They bringing him in, Rod.
Who's the player again? Sorry.
Peyton Kirkland, Texas.
Peyton Kirkland. Okay,
6'6",
from Texas. Yeah.
330.
One thing I love about this addition is he's young. He's got 4 years of eligibility, another big body, another offensive tackle that we needed. One of the areas of the offensive line that we needed help on definitely was the tackle position, just the depth pieces of it. So you just bringing in another body with 4 years of experience to learn, develop, and this is the part where, with the new offensive line coach Phil Longhouse having a relationship with these younger players, the players that have 3 and 4 years of eligibility, being at the University of Oklahoma and going through their recruiting process with them, that's going to play a key at Colorado. The kids he couldn't get to Oklahoma because he wasn't a head man in charge. He's going to be able to sustain those relationships and get them to Colorado if they hit the portal. So that's why you love with some of these kids that's going into the portal that has 3 and 4 years of eligibility on the offensive line is Phil Longhost has had relationships with some of these players, having to recruit them at the University of Oklahoma. So it's just a big addition that we needed. But it also is giving you stability for the future to help a kid like Landon Juju, knowing that he's going to have protection up front, right? Because that's going to be a key, right? We know we're going to have some players that's one and done on offensive line, what we're going to lose, but who are the players that's going to be there next? And so you're starting to see the pieces that Colorado's putting in place when you're looking about the future and bringing in the next quarterback behind Shedeur Sanders.
That's a good take. It's a good take. Raw, you got 10 more minutes or you need to go?
I'm good.
You good, Greg?
Yes,
All right. All right. Now, we got a couple of linebackers that scheduled to visit also. I know they got that dude, last name Hill Green from Charlotte. He supposed to be visiting, and Elijah Harrison from Tennessee. I think if they bring them in, man, that really would help the depth for the linebacker group, and it will improve that linebacker group because I think it's going to be crucial to be able to stop the run in the Big 12 this year. And I just want to know y'all take on that. You can go ahead, Rod.
So both of them was on a visit this weekend, this previous weekend. What they're gonna do, you guys will find out here pretty soon. When you look at both of those linebackers, we can use both of them. We actually cleared room moving some players from, a linebacker to the edge. So that opens up 2 linebacker positions. So we can definitely use both of them. If we get one, that's awesome. We get 2, that's just icing on the cake. But I like the position that we're in to get both of them. I like where we stand at, and we can close the deal and get both of them in Boulder. Which would be a tremendous, because one of the things that I just kept saying, man, we need another playmaking linebacker. One person that can go head hunt.
Yeah.
I like Bentley. I like, having Webster, B. Gant, Trevor Woods, but we need that one person that can just stay on the field 3 downs. That we don't have to keep rotating in and out. Now, if we need to rotate, that's fine, but I'd rather have that linebacker that can play 3 downs for us. That's out there on the field, and that's going to be a dog. So we definitely can get that out the Tennessee linebacker for sure.
Yeah, I would like to get both of them too, man. What you think, Greg?
Well, I said it before. If you get both of those guys, you just go ahead and sign them up for the Big 12 championship. That's how significant it will be. If you get both of those guys, and then you're talking about depth far as injury, fatigue, and whatever else, and you still have Wester there, and you still have those other guys we call starters who kind of really more of in the backup or situational guys, and you're able to rotate them guys the same way you're able to rotate the edge rushers, the defense is done at that point. So that'll set them right.
What you think, Coach Dre, about the 2 linebackers that we got a potential of bringing in that visit Colorado? That was Harrington from Tennessee and Hill Green from Charlotte.
I mean, they both good kids, quick to the ball. They bring the wood when they get there. Great tacklers. So, like you say, if we get them, you put us in a better position to become the best defense in the Pac-12. Because what we're gonna do up front is gonna be scary. What we're gonna do up front is gonna be scary. So if you get these 2 guys, that puts you in a great position to be the best defense in the Pac-12. I mean, in the Big 12.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, our Harrington was there this weekend, so we're gonna see. But we'll know in the next couple of days what it is. From what I've heard, he canceled the rest of his visits, but we're gonna find out.
Oh, he did?
What I heard.
Oh, that big news there, man.
Oh, it's all pretty much a done deal. We just waiting to hear at this point.
Right. Yeah. And that defense will be way better than it was last year. It would be. But
It will not come because the position that you in is needed. You know what you're walking into.
I mean, the the great thing about Harrington coming from Tennessee is he's not going to transfer to a SEC school because he has to sit out.
Yeah, yeah, sit
So
out again.
it helps us in that advantage of anybody that goes from the SEC goes into the portal, unless you got 3 or 4 years of eligibility, you're not going to an SEC school because you're gonna want to play. And even if the kid that's going into the portal 3 or 4 years, not gonna want to transfer to an SEC school. So it's just the way things line up with the rules and SEC is going to play into the favor of Colorado. You just want to see because tomorrow and Tuesday is going to be key on what players going to the portal. With a lot of spring games happening this weekend, now there's the next wave of players that's going to go into the portal tomorrow and Tuesday. So you might see some big names hit the portal. So everything is not a done deal, and those are the things that you got to remember. If we got an SEC player coming to Colorado on a visit, you got to like the chances of landing those kids just because of the rules that's in the SEC that they can't transfer to another school. So that plays a huge part.
So what y'all think about the big guy, the offensive lineman, 6'6", 330 that signed on from Texas? What his name? Big Curtin. He should help the offensive line, shouldn't he?
Yeah, but he like I say, he's coming off of ACL, so I don't wanna put a lot of pressure on him. I just want him to be healthy. So my biggest thing is for him to be healthy because he's coming off that ACL. So that's my biggest thing. But yes, he definitely should be able to help us.
Now, what about the guy from TCU? Did he ever come on the visit? Dominic Williams, the defensive Tiger, 6'2", 320.
He put
Next weekend.
He come next weekend.
Yeah, we got a lot of visitors coming in for the spring game. So there's going to be another wave of high school and transfer portal guys coming in for the spring game. We got another offensive lineman coming in for the spring game from Arkansas. So we got some
Yeah,
more pieces.
Andrew Chandler, I think.
Yeah, we got some more pieces on the offensive and defensive line that's coming in next weekend. This is just the start of it, but next weekend we're gonna have some more pieces coming in for sure.
Well, they get that offensive lineman grade. That defensive tackle to go with Shadozi and McNeil. Well, it's gonna be hard to run the ball on Colorado, Greg. 6'2", 320. And if you look at this videos that he don't put out on him, Dominic Williams, whoo, it's gonna be tough, Greg.
Yeah, we already know what they send them up. They send Colorado up. They got the coaches, they got the players. They might make one of those TCU runs on them.
It's possible. Then you got Coach Sapp there to work with him. Rod.
We just gotta stay healthy. That's my main thing. Stay healthy in the trenches. The
Yeah,
health in the trenches can take us a long way. You're not really worried about it at the skill positions because we have a lot of depth there. The trenches is where we got to stay healthy. And as long as we can stay healthy, semi-healthy the entire season, I like our chances in every football game. And so I'm just excited to what we get to witness. The coaching staff, just showing that growth, the development of these kids. So this is the year where we got to come with it.
yeah. Miss Rachel said injuries happen. That's why you need depth. I agree with her on that. But anybody else supposed to be showing up through the for this weekend for the big game? Rob, I know you going to that big game. I'm supposed to be going, but I don't know if my job gonna let me hold out, man. But I said, please. I don't bought my ticket. I got my hotel room. I got my plane ticket. I'm ready to go. I saw that snow out there. That kind of throwed me. I said, oh man, that same thing happened last year, wasn't it?
Weather should be fine. Um, yeah, I'm supposed to be there. What I always say is the list is not finalized of everybody that's going to be there. There's some headline players that that's going to be there, but there are still more people that's going to get added to that list for next weekend. And the next 2 days they're going to be setting up, everybody to come in that Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, depending on if they're taking a official visit or not. You'll know as we get closer to about middle of the week by Wednesday. It'll kind of you'll kind of know who's coming, who's not. There's nothing finalized on everybody that's coming. Juju's supposed to be here next weekend. I mean, in Colorado
Oh,
next
okay,
weekend.
that's the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the quarterback. So it's supposed to be a huge weekend. A lot of top talent in the building. And of course, you know, all the celebrities, a lot of celebrities gonna be in town. I'm in Colorado, so it's gonna be a major weekend. So it's something that you don't want to miss if you can attend. If you can't, you know, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of news everywhere. You ain't gonna miss nothing, I promise you.
Okay. All
You ain't
right.
gonna miss nothing.
Hey, just in
But
case I don't make it, I hope you can bring me the details Sunday when we do the
yeah,
show.
you won't miss it. I can tell you that for a fact. You won't miss it because everything is gonna get put out there. It's nothing that you gonna miss.
Okay, Greg, what game you gonna try to make it there, Greg? What game you gonna try to make for CU?
I really don't know. I just am taking it day by day. Hopefully, I get a little pass or something. You know, press pass or something. I don't know how that go, but I did talk to somebody about it. So they say around about June, July, see what it's looking like. That'll be part of it. Rod, what you think about this? Just off the creative mindset of doing like a creators. You know, I had at the reality shows where people to be all in the same house with the cameras and
Yeah.
what that look like an Airbnb, something like that, with just the different creators that just hit shooting content, shoot stuff together on a CU game weekend. That'll be something.
Man, it'll be exciting and interesting. I can tell you that the styles clashing because we all bring our own entity to the game and how we see the game, how we vision, right? People that play football, content creators versus the non-football content creators that just cover CU. It'll be interesting. It'll be exciting. To get everybody in the same place at the same time. That's the key, right? But it's definitely something that we all working on. To behind the scenes. Uh, to make this happen. Coach Prime is working on it. I can't say everything that's going on with that behind the scenes, but it is something that we're trying to make happen. And I don't want to speak for everybody because I don't know what everybody's schedule look like, the time frame, things like that. But it needs to happen, honestly. All the content creators need to come together and do something, you know, for everybody. And go live on everybody's channel at one time and just you see all the content creators together. It's just something that needs to happen that's long overdue.
I mean, you got an advantage. You're already out there, so I think that will have a lot to do when I get out there, because I don't know what.
I mean, it's a lot of talks with things, but I mean, it don't necessarily you have to be here. You know what I'm saying? We can set up things, but it's just something that needs to be done. You know, it's everybody coming together and unify. You know, but we can talk about it for sure.
Yeah, so I definitely want to catch at least one home game out there this year. I don't know when that will be. Actually, the first game is on my birthday. I probably won't be out there for that, but I know I want to catch probably one out there, and I might try to catch that UCF. I have to start lining some things up since I'm in, that's Orlando's right down the road, so
Mm.
that's what I'm looking at.
Well, I
I
got
can't say
four
this
games. I got
majority.
4 games on my schedule that I'm gonna make. I know I'm gonna
I'm
make the
gonna say
first one.
I can say one thing for sure. Majority of the content creators will be at the UCF game. If it ain't no other game they going to, they going to
Yeah,
that. So you
yeah,
never know how we can make that work. But I know that 1,000% majority of them are going to that game. They got that one circled. So we'll see.
right, right. We got DC Carson said the last half of the schedule with Oklahoma State at the end is tough. They have to stay healthy because the depth isn't quite there. Carson, I think they're working on that depth now. We working on it, Mr. Carson. We're working on that depth.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna tell everybody. Right, when you talk about the depth pieces, things like that, when you look at the players that left, right, and you look at the production wise, these players were much older than what we're bringing in. We're bringing in either this person's equal as far as they didn't play and that person didn't play, they just got more years of eligibility versus the person that's leaving, or they have more production than the person that left. So when you look at it, we're actually flipping a roster to get younger with more eligibility, but get more talented at a faster rate. So those are the things that people don't look at. Depth, I don't think depth is going to be an issue this year with Colorado. We're still not finished yet.
Right.
There's still a lot more pieces that can be added. You got to think about it. They're going to get up to about 115 kids by the time fall practice get here. So if we ain't at the scholarship limit, which is 84, just imagine you gotta go from 84 to 115. So there's still prefer walk-ons. There's still players to still be added in a sense. So
Man, even though we talking about a lot of players, man, we still don't talk about Travis Hunter like we used to, like we should. Cause the impact I think he gonna make, man, this dude he just a dog, man. He love to play football. And if Jimmy Horn stay healthy, shoot, man, they just they just two different breeds on this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Do y'all think Travis Hunter is a better offensive player or better defensive player? Rod?
for me, Travis Hunter is just well rounded. I do like him as a receiver more, but it just depends on the game. For me, when we go up against big time teams, I'd rather see him as a defensive back than corner because I love the depth in our wide receiver room. Not to say I don't love our depth at the corner, but corners can he can shut down one side of the field if he's really locked in, motivated, and ready to go. I don't think sometimes last year he was locked in on certain games, but that's just my opinion, right? When I look at Travis Hunter, man, it's just about him just being coming in, being locked in, and being focused, ready to go. And with the depth that we got, the depth pieces all the way around on both sides of the ball, I think that helps Travis Hunter really be focused and motivated and locked in because last year you was trying to find out who can step up and be that cornerback two. Well, this year we kind of know who cornerback two and who cornerback three is. So there's an extra motivator piece there versus last year we still trying to figure that part out. We know who's gonna be, who's kind of in that top six wide receivers. Last year we was trying to figure out who's in that top six. So there's a lot of things to play out, and that's why it depends on the game by game with me with Travis on which side of the ball.
What you think, Greg?
I mean, I think it's a matter of you. You don't have to have nothing to say. I mean, it's like there's certain things not to say that it's not important, but when you're filling in gaps, you already know that's settled. So you're trying to find what else. Okay, once you got that, you're trying to find what else. You know he's gonna do what he's gonna do, so you don't spend time focusing on him when you know you have other holes and other needs. So I think that's what happens with him in most cases. Kind of like the good kid in school who don't get the attention. They got that handled. Let me spend time over here. But you do have to kind of. He's gonna make you acknowledge him. So it's just a matter of time, like the plays he's gonna make.
Coach Ray?
I mean, he's a one of one. It's not a lot of Travis Hunters in the world. I think he's a better DB, but I think he can do both at an extremely high level. Whichever one I think, if he just concentrated on whichever one it was, I think he could do either one the best. But like I say, he's just one of one. There there might not be another Travis Hunter to come around in the next 10 to 15 years, and that's just being honest. So we ought to enjoy what we get to see, and we talk about not just a great football player, but a great young man, and that's the kid we need to be pushing out for our youth to look up to and to aspire to be, because not only is he a great football player, but he's a great young man. And I tip my hat to Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. What about the defensive side of the ball? Rod? How's it gonna look? How's it looking on the defense side, on the defensive line?
I love the position that we in. I think we need to add one more defensive tackle, but outside of that, overall quality, depth from the defensive tackle to the end position, I love the position that we in. We're right at where I want us to be at.
Coach Dre?
Yeah, I like where we at. I think we're gonna get a couple more big boys. It looked like they moved Victor Johnson to the edge. Um, like you say, we know what we got in the middle. We know what we got in the secondary. So I feel pleased in adding the kid we added today, and Lord willing, we are gonna add a couple more pieces. And I think we should be probably the best defense in the pack. I mean, in the Big 12 this year.
What you think about the defense side of the ball, Greg?
I mean, like they said, it's just one or two more pieces, and they're gonna solidify Colorado to dominate that Big 12. You know, the linebackers come in, and you add another piece in that middle. You know, the edge rushers are good. So
Okay. All right, guys. That's all I got. But I want to thank everybody. I want to thank y'all for being with me tonight. I want to thank the panel for being active in the chat. And if you don't mind, continue to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the videos with your friends. And once again, I appreciate each and one of y'all for tuning in tonight and getting ready for this big game this weekend that we've been waiting on to see who's going to perform and see what they're going to bring to the table for CU this year. And for closing remarks, we'll go around the horn. We'll start it off with Rob.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in, no matter what platform you're tuning in, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, man. We appreciate the support. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to all the channels that y'all see up here. B Watts, myself, Rodderman Media, Greg said it. Make sure y'all go and pull up on these channels, support. If y'all got any comments, man, make sure y'all leave a comment on as we end live. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Anything y'all want to talk about, make sure y'all leave it there. If y'all got a rapid question that y'all want us to talk about next week, just leave it there, and we'll make sure we get that answer for you.
All right, Greg.
yeah, like you said, make sure you support everybody here. I appreciate you all inviting me on. It's been a long time coming. Looking forward to this year. Some live stuff. Make sure y'all can check me out at Greg Said It here on YouTube and also on Facebook. And got a little stuff going on Twitter. I'm trying to get in there Twitter. Greg Said It first. So what I'm doing is when I do my lives, we broadcasting there. We on Twitter right now as well. So got a lot of things coming.
Coach Dre, end us up.
Hey, man, y'all know how we do it, man. If you send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I'm your man, Coach Dre. That's my guy, Greg. That's my man, Rob the Man. And my guy, B. Watts. I appreciate you. God bless. Be a blessing because you are a blessing.
All right, fellas. I appreciate you. Like I said, Greg, thank you for being our special guest tonight. And I'm looking forward to next Sunday. If I don't make it out there, Rob and Greg, y'all let me know. Let us know what's going on, and we'll involve the chat, and we'll try to have. I know it's gonna be a good show next Sunday, so we'll have something definitely to talk about what we saw and everything. But once again, I want to thank everybody who on my Facebook page. Definitely want to thank all of you over there on LinkedIn. Man, I just can't believe how many people over there looking at. I've been looking at it to see, and you'll be surprised if I just send you the link to show you who's over there watching. They still watching it, and hey, just blessed. Once again, always remember share whatever you have with your sisters and your brothers. You always have more than enough to which to share. Until next Sunday, this panel will be back to you with me and Rod and Coach Dre. And I don't know what Greg got going on, but we'll be back definitely. But me and Greg will be back Thursday night, Greg, at 8 o'clock p.m. And Rod, you gonna do anything this week? So I need to keep an eye on. Or you just gonna wait?
Well, we'll see what's going on. It's gonna be a long week, so we'll see. I don't know just yet.
Okay. All right. But once again, man, we appreciate y'all. I don't know if I should say it. Man, I should ask you that when I go out the car. Oh, who is this John Liquidator? We keep emailing me, man. Anyway, hey, man, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Once again, I'll be talking to y'all sometime this week. But once again, people that tune in, thank you. And the chat, appreciate you. Y'all have a good night.
All right now.